start, follow the directions for the Rast setup up until this point. With wood filler, start to fill in IKEA's pre-drilled holes on the drawers. Don't worry about it not being smooth because we'll sand it down later. Next, we'll sand down the area where we put the wood filler. Continue sanding until the surface is smooth. Here I'm drilling in the new holes on the drawers.
Now you're going to sand the top of each drawer. Let's start painting all 4 of our drawers.
Here I'm painting the body of the Rast.
Okay, so we're going to move forward and start decorating our knobs. Here I'm just inserting a skewer so that the doll head can stay in place while I'm painting. Now I'm going to give them a second coat since they're fully dry. I'm going to dip my paintbrush into the paint and then create a speckled pattern. Okay, so let's install these knobs. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm on the dresser now and I'm just creating pilot holes to prepare each dresser just to be attached. So as you can see, I'm just doing the bottom and the top on the inside. And here I'm just moving over to the other dresser and repeating that process. Just make sure when you do create the pilot holes on the opposite dresser, you go like an inch or 1.5 inches away so they won't meet at the same point. So I flipped the dresser over on its side and I have the side up where it will be attached. So I'm just taking wood glue and I'm gluing it to the side of the dresser. Now I'm going to put the other dresser on top so that they're glued together, and I'm going to make sure they're both straight and even. So here I'm just adding clamps in the front and the back just so that they stay in place. Remember those pilot holes we created? Now we're going to screw both chests together, and after I do this one, I'm going to flip them over and do the opposite side. I'm going to add more support, so I'm just gluing the areas where the wood piece is going to lay on top of. I'm just going to lay my wood on the base of the bottom and just screw it together. Okay, so I'm just going to move forward and I'm going to start decorating my furniture feet. So I'm going to start painting them, and after I paint them all, I'm going to let them dry completely, and then I'm going to give them a second coat. I didn't want a solid white, I wanted black and white. So what I'm doing here is just adding black to one of the stripes, and then I'm going to repeat that for another one of the stripes. I wanted to add in some gold details, so I'm using my metallic marker and I'm just painting in the bottom ring gold. So while the feet are drying, I'm just going to trace around the plate, and I'm also going to mark the holes so I know exactly where to put my pilot holes. Okay, so I'm just going to show you one more. Now I'm going to screw the plates into the platform. Here I'm screwing the feet in. I'm just so happy this whole process is just coming all together. So I'm just moving forward and I'm going to decorate the background. So I'm just going to lay the back piece flat, and then I'm going to put the contact paper under it just to make sure it's the correct size. And then I'm going to flip the contact paper over and I'm going to attach it to the back piece. Here I'm just using my Cricut burnishing tool just to smooth out any air bubbles, but if you don't have that, you can use a credit card. Here I'm just trimming off the excess contact paper. Here I'm just customizing it. I wanted to add some black marble, so that's what I'm doing here with my black paint. Now I'm just repeating the same process, but with my metallic gold marker. We're attaching the backs to each chest. The nails came with the Rast, so you don't have to go out and buy the nails. So now I'm just gonna drill a hole just so that the cords from our gaming system can just go through the back. And this is exactly what I meant. So the last part of this project is just to create the shelves for this area right here. So you're going to use the additional back piece that came with each Rast, paint it black, and then just glue it on top of the drawer. And then you're all set. I absolutely love how this came out. I'm not going to even lie. We did not do this straight through. This was like, it was easy, but
we got it done.
Yes.
And you no longer have to trip over games and DVDs.
Yes.